Everyone's heard of sit-ups. Most people have done them before. Maybe you did them at school, or maybe at a sport you played as a child. They certainly love them in the military, but are they really a good core exercise? Hey everyone, Ned Baker here. First, let's talk about the muscles that make up the core, because these are the muscles that the sit-ups will be working. Well, sometimes. We have the rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, internal obliques, and the external obliques. The transverse abdominis is the deepest and it stabilizes the trunk. The external obliques point downwards and allow twisting to occur. However, whichever side is contracting, it would twist to the other side. So, if I contract my left external obliques, I would twist to the right. The internal obliques point upwards. They also allow twisting, but they require both sides to contract to allow this twisting. The rectus abdominis is the actual six-pack, or sometimes eight-pack, that people like. It flexes the trunk. So when you're in a sit-up, when you're going up, you are flexing your trunk. That is the concentric contraction. When you are going down, you are extending your trunk, and that is called an eccentric contraction. For the past few years, there have been studies showing that doing lots of sit-ups over a long period of time can lead to disc herniations. A herniated disc is where a tear in the outer layer of an intervertebral disc in the spine can lead the inner layer to bulge out. Some research articles have stated that this is not true, and that if sit-ups are done correctly, damage to the spine can be avoided. I'm going to show you how to do a sit-up properly right now. So, what I see a lot of the time in our sit-ups is when people are coming down, they rush and arch their back like this. So when you're lifting your bottom up or arching your back, that is how we can damage our spine. So if I'm here and I arch, that's bad. You also don't want to lift your arms up, because if you lift your arms up like this, you're going to go back into that arching shape like this. And here, we are also just using our momentum to get up and not straight. So what you want to do is you want to lower down really slow until the bottom of your back is down, your shoulders are up, and then slowly lifting back up again. Down, lower back down, shoulders up, and lifting back up again. You can go all the way down, but you have to go really slow. So from here, lower down, then slowly down, head touches, and then little crunch, back up. But if you're trying to rush like this, then that is going to be bad for your back. So if you do your sit-ups properly, they can be alright. However, don't do over 60 reps of sit-ups per workout, and you want to rest at least 2 days in between sessions, or some problems can occur. Also, you don't want to flex the spine within 2 hours of waking up, because the discs become more flexible as the day goes on. Okay, so as long as we do our sit-ups properly and don't overdo them, then they're fine. But what about restraining your feet? When I say restraining your feet, I'm talking about hooking your feet under something, whether that be a box, a mat, or even if someone's holding your feet. Well, one article looked at that exact matter. They found that having your feet restrained had the best activation from the core, but it also had the biggest activation coming from a muscle called the rectus femoris, which is a muscle that makes up the quads or the quadriceps. So this article explains that having your feet restrained actually uses your hip flexors more than it uses your core. When your feet aren't restrained, it uses your rectus abdominis with a little help from the other core muscles. So if you are going to do sit-ups as a core exercise, don't restrain your feet. You want to do them just like this. Have your feet here, not restrained, out in the open, and doing your sit-ups like I showed before. Now, if this is too easy, what you can do is you can bring your feet in closer. The closer your feet are in, the harder it's going to be. Okay? Now if it's too hard and you can't get up, bring your feet out further. The further out your feet are, the easier it will be. You can even go all the way out here, and it's going to be really easy for you. So, sit-ups, if not overdone, done properly and with your feet not restrained, are an effective, safe exercise for the core. However, I would still say there are better exercises out there for the core. For example, one study looked at a bunch of different ab exercises, like sit-ups, side plank, ab slides, and double leg thrusts. They found that ab slides had the greatest EMG activity for the rectus abdominis. This is just showing that sit-ups don't have the best activation from the core. In my last video, I talked about the L-sit and the dish. And in my opinion, these two are far superior for building a stronger core. Another exercise we do in gymnastics is called a leg lift. Just like a sit-up, it flexes the spine, but it's a fair bit harder and will build a stronger core. If you want me to do a video on the leg lift, or any other exercise, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Never stop learning. I'll see you in the next video.
Da 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 da.